a conversation that people were not willing to have. I still remember. And after that panel happened, I came back and I was on my way home on West 4th and right in front of 6th Avenue, and it was the day of Victoria's Secret show. And all those models are my friends, so we were texting, Joan, everyone was like, congratulations, amazing, da-da. And I sat down and I was thinking, you know, my God, like we still, like I love these girls and I know how hard they work, but what about the other kind of beauty? Because I deeply know what it feels like to be not seen, not to see anyone who looks like you and being celebrated, you know, or desired. Right at that time, Lane Bryant came with like the I'm No Angel bus, you know, and that hit me, and I called up my office and I said, I want to set up a meeting with Lane Bryant. I want to do a collaboration. We had a meeting and they were like really excited about it, and I gave them saying, I want to do the shoot with the best photographer, best model, and I want it to be in pages of Vogue because this girl deserves. And so we shot with Inez and Vinod, Ashley Graham, and we got pages of Vogue.
And then someone half-jokingly said to you,
I was at
oh, you're designing for fat people now.
Yeah, no, she said, why? No, she said, in front of everyone, she said, why are you designing for fat girls, fat people? Like, why are you? Because, you know, at the time, still, like, you know, it's so...
How long ago was that?
This was, I would say, probably like 5 years ago, 5, 6 years. And she said that in front of everyone. And I said, it's because of people like you that I want to do it. That's what I said, you know. And obviously, and then she saw my face. She was like, oh, I was just joking. And I just said this. So I said, you know, there's nothing funny about that.
And do you think that's changed?
It still hasn't. You know, like my thing with, here's the thing. In any industry that has been led by patriarchy. I don't want it to be like, I want to be very like, you know, PC about this. The conversation about diversity, visibility, inclusion, size, everything is still a topical conversation. It's still, there's a long way to go, especially our industry. You know, we keep on making mistakes because the decision-making table looks the same. And I feel, yes, the conversation is being had. Yes, you know, there are, and I'm happy about that. But the progress is at snail's pace. It's so slow.
Well, you touched quite a nerve at a dinner party when someone had said to me that one of the things that you essentially put out there on the table was that so much of the conversation about diversity and inclusiveness and just sort of breadth of customer within the fashion industry is defined by gay white designers.
Did I say that?
You said that. And practically the entire table recoiled.
Okay. So... Okay. Basically, this is a hot seat. I thought it was like, no. I mean, it is true. Like, you know, here's the thing. It is also, I don't know how to, unless you're a minority, and I'm not just talking about race, I'm talking as women, as including here, you know, you'll understand what it feels like to be slighted, what it feels like to be not seen, not heard, okay? In fashion, for the longest period, if you think about what we think is chic, okay, when you look at a collection, oh, the color is chic, oh, the pattern is chic, the shape is chic, it's very much dictated by the white world. Let me just put it that way. You know, it is very much dictated by the century-old tastemakers that has history in, it's very Eurocentric. Even the features, like even within the Asian community, like, you know, when we look at like models and, oh, like, you know, anything that is like we say, like half Asian, half white, you know, or like we call it hapas, you know, and anything that is closer to the spectrum of, you know, whiteness is considered beautiful. It comes to style also. Like I remember I was in a panel, like, you know, judging like new designers and everything, and I remember this beautiful African print, not African American, African print, colorful and everything. And it really resonated with me because there was a story there, right there. I didn't know who the designers were. But the other panels were immediately like, oh, it's so tacky. And I looked at them and I said, you haven't seen colors. You really don't understand. So what I'm trying, it's not so much about blaming someone or like, you know, what I'm trying to start a conversation is like, travel, see the different cultures, different world. the head wrap, what you thought was like, oh, it's crazy, is actually quite beautiful. There's a symbol behind it. The sari that women in Nepal wrap around, and a shawl that they wrap around their waist, is not, it's not adding bulk. There's a purpose behind it. There's a grace behind it, there's a history, and there's a story behind it. So my conversation is not so much about calling people out, it's literally about starting a dialogue.